Hey guys, it's Cameron here, aka the Currency Kid. I want to make a video today explaining what smart contracts are. So, a little bit of a written definition off the bat. Smart contracts are self executing contracts run on the blockchain, with the terms of the agreement between buyer and seller being directly written into lines of code. So, these are contracts that are self executing and written between code and stored on the blockchain. You have a regular contract, a written contract that you have with somebody. If there's a dispute, or if some terms are disagreed upon after closing or after the transaction, those have to go to court. There's an intermediary. It could take forever to resolve. You could have a settlement where you lose a large portion of what you were supposed to gain in the first place. Um, and overall, it can cost you a lot of time and a lot of money. Smart contracts aren't written on paper, they're written on code, and they're executed through written code. A simple example a lot of people like to use is a vending machine. It's a self executing transaction. It's written in the code that if you have, for example, $1 in the machine and you push the number B4, it will connect with this bag of M&Ms, for example. So as long as one condition's met and the other condition's met, the order executes and the candy is delivered. There's no intermediary. You're not going up to someone and giving them $1 in exchange for the candy. It's written in the code that if one condition is met and another condition is met, then the contract self executes. All right, here's a funny example here again. Let's say you have a farmer over here, a chef over here who owns his own restaurant, and the chef is trying to buy eggs from the farmer. So you could put in a smart contract, if X amount of eggs is delivered to my location by a certain date and time, the funds will be automatically sent to you. In this situation, the farmer is secure because he knows he's not going to send the eggs, pay for shipping, and they're not going to get there. And then the restaurant owner is not going to pay him, and vice versa. The restaurant owner knows that if he pays the farmer, he's going to get the eggs. So it's put in a self-executing contract via code. The conditions are basically if X amount of eggs is delivered to X amount of location at a certain time, X amount of funds are delivered. It's all written in code. So, you know, this guy doesn't have to worry about the funds not being delivered and then having to go to a lawyer or a court and try to get that resolved, and vice versa. It's written on the code and self executing. No one can edit or take back or change the stipulations once the code is written, and both parties have agreed to the terms. So, speaking of this happening, something important to know about is an oracle. So, an oracle is an agent that finds and verifies real world occurrences. Oops, 1 second here. An oracle is an agent that finds and verifies real world occurrences and submits this information to a blockchain to be used by smart contracts. So, the oracle, smart contracts use an oracle as an outside source to get data. So, for example, you'll have an oracle that says, okay, um, what we're waiting on is we're waiting for the eggs to be delivered to this location. So there's an oracle here that triggers a smart contract. It's an outside event that's tracked, and an oracle can either be software or hardware. So in this transaction, it could be hardware. It could be, okay, once these eggs barcodes are scanned at this location, then the smart contract is executed and the funds will be automatically sent over. It could be, let's see, what are other examples? It could be weather related. You know, this thermometer, once it reaches this certain temperature, um, I need water shipped to my farm to pay or to water the crop. and the funds will be sent over. Just a rough example to give you guys an idea. So it could be hardware, something that tracks if something's been received or sent. A lot of supply chains are going to use that. Shipping product, once a product has been shipped or arrived, um, and it's been scanned in, the funds will automatically be sent. Software, it could be a case where people place a bet on who wins the Super Bowl, just as an example, and the oracle would be NFL.com. We know NFL.com to post pretty accurate football prediction or football scores and records. So the software oracle could be okay. At midnight after the Super Bowl, whatever NFL.com is saying who won the Super Bowl, that'll execute the contract, the smart contract, and the winner will receive the funds. So oracles are important because you need to have an outside source that gives the data to execute the smart contracts. If you have a smart contract and both people have to agree upon the result having happened, this guy can say, "Oh, I didn't get the eggs," and then this guy will be screwed over. When in reality, he did get the eggs. He just doesn't want to send the money over. So oracles are important. They help execute the smart contracts. And then once a smart contract has been executed, it's immutable, meaning it can't be changed or edited or deleted. It goes onto the blockchain, stored as a transaction, and it's on record. So in closing, why are smart contracts important? Well, really, it's for a multitude of reasons, and over time, it's just going to get more and more apparent, and these use cases are going to be built upon in ways we probably never even thought about. But it's an easy way of doing business. You know that the code is law, and you know that if you meet a certain stipulation with another stipulation, you are going to get what was promised to you, and vice versa. So if someone were to, not pay you for your delivery, you don't have to worry about that. You're going to get paid as long as you make that delivery, and you're not going to have to go to court, try to get a settlement for less than what you were owed, spend time on lawyers, fees, time, hassle. Very trustful transactions and written completely in code. So I hope that helped you guys out there. And yeah, pretty exciting to see the future of smart contracts.